Hey, you! Yeah, you! Are you happy with how some SH MonsterArts look? No? Well, then I have the solution for you. What if your figures could go from this to this? These are custom SH MonsterArts heads sculpted by 154 Creations, aka Godzilla 154, plus one from Kujira Designs, and they are painted by RoboLizard222. While most SH MonsterArts figures look pretty good, there are some that just need a little love. That's where these two fine creators come in. For this set, I got the 154 Creations Atomic Reptile Defender 72, the 2002 Astonish, and the 2004 Athletic Head and Accessories Kit. And this last one is from Kujira Designs, the Revenge Turtle. To note, these do come unpainted, so you'll have to find someone to do the work, and while there are plenty of people you can find, I was approached by RoboLizard way back, and he put the confidence to do the work, and honestly, he lived beyond the hype. Before we get into it, we do have to apply these heads. All you have to do is heat up the sockets for about 15 to 20 seconds, and while they take a bit to get in, after that they pop in and out pretty smoothly. Except Gamera, we will get to that one. But first, let's take a look at the 1972 head. This sculpt is a bit less detailed, which is to reflect how that suit was degraded by that film, 1972's Godzilla vs. Gigan, which is peak fiction by the way. But it does run contrast to the incredibly detailed sculpt of the base SH MonsterArts. But that's only really in close-up. When you look at it normally, it's gonna be fine. I mean, look at that. It fills my soul with the feeling that men are still good and life is worth living. But perhaps I need the 68 head for a full sculpt match. I mean, might as well, because the overall sculpt here is genuinely stellar, and the painting by RoboLizard is phenomenal. The eyes are superb, nice and cleanly applied, and the iris has a hint of brown, which is a nice touch. The inner mouth looks incredible, with the teeth looking superbly painted and the insides of the jaw looking realistic, but not too realistic, if that makes sense. There's also a hint of silver on the dorsal fins, which is, ooh, looks so good. In terms of movement, the head can do all the same as the standard SHMA head, but this one has the ability to fully close the mouth, and that makes it peak. My only real issue is the jaw is a bit of a pain to open and close smoothly. It feels kind of loose, like it's gonna pop out at any moment, so maybe it's just my copy, I don't know. But man, let me tell you, having my childhood Godzilla, the epitome of the heroic but serious Godzillas, to me is like a dream come true. I already liked the base 72 head, even though it couldn't close its mouth all the way, but this is just everything I could have ever wanted. Here he is next to Gigan and Anguirus, and when are we gonna get a 68, 72, and 74 head 154? I demand you overwork yourself. I mean, look at this. How are you not gonna want to buy this? I think I need the other heads now, and those hand accessories. By not having them, I'm a fake Shoshingeki Goji fan. Also, as a bonus, he comes with the elbow replacement part no matter what head or hands that you buy. Moving to the astonishing head, the Kyu Goji, this is 154's crowning achievement. The sculpt is genuinely perfect, proportional, and the details are perfectly in sync with the hand sculpted work of the main figure. This is also RoboLizard's prime head paint job. He had a bit of trouble on these eyes, trying to go for a suit accurate look on a tiny figure, but I think he got them as perfect as you can. It's hard to describe, but there's an effect of semi-transparency to them. They just look like they have depth. And these teeth, oh man, they're incredible for their sides. Plus the insides of the mouth are nicely done, not too cartoonish red or that weird color. There's a realistic look here that is just jaw-dropping, pun not really intended. As for movement, again, he can do everything the standard head can do, complete that roaring pose that this Godzilla is known for. His jaw can open and close. It's much more smooth than the 72, so I don't feel as worried moving it. My only real issue is that it only opens that much, which might be accurate, but it makes it hard to put a beam into his mouth, and I don't want to mess up the paint. And here he is next to the heavy arms Kyu. Now they can finally match up, being screen accurate besties. Out of all the heads in this video, I think this is the one to buy immediately and get repainted. Like, drop what you're doing, get this for your Kyu Goji now. Moving on over to the 2004 athletic head for your final Goji. This one is also fantastic, but I think the thing that makes this one stand out less is the head and neck accessory make it a little too tall. Is it just me? This one may come as a surprise for some of you, given that my ranking for this design, watch this video here, was somewhat middling. But that doesn't mean I wouldn't want a screen accurate representation of the design. I think no matter what Godzilla it is, it should accurately represent the design as close as possible for that high price point. And this original head is definitely not it. Once again, Robo Lizard delivers stunning paintwork with the eyes looking amazing and fierce. Plus these mouth details are incredible and those tiny teeth are painted very nicely. Again, he can do the roaring posture, but his jaw is very tight. It doesn't open as smooth as the 2002 Godzillas. Again, might just be my coffee, but just be careful. I haven't talked about the skin tone matching yet. I saved it for this figure because I think all these heads match the paintwork of the figures as best they can, but this one sticks out just a tiny bit more. It's not bad. It's really good still, but even Robo Lizard said it was really hard to match. But again, I think he did an incredible job. Like, it's still pretty close. Especially the hands. They are really good and they flow so nicely and have killer paint on the nails, though this is where a problem comes in for me. The paint here chips easily, more so than the standard SH MonsterArts. I know I made the joke that I'm a tad rough on my toys, but when I got these out and had them displayed, they immediately started to become like my NECA Chucky arms. The paint began to flake. This isn't a major deal breaker, and it's just something you should be aware of with any custom piece you get from anyone. These are my first ever, and I was as careful as I could be, but the paint just started chipping away way too easily. Godzilla 72's tooth here is already like starting to go. I could always get them touched up, and I did ask Robo Lizard about this, and he did add protective clear coating to them. I guess maybe I'm just a destructive force. I like these hands. They're like an SH Figuarts accessory, and this suits the more dynamic and flexible Godzilla, but I'm not sure if I want to display all of them. Attaching them even after heating them up makes me a bit nervous with the easy paint chipping, and I don't want to risk it, so I just added these neutral claws. Still, having these makes Final Wars Godzilla almost complete. If only he had a beam and some other kind of accessory. Oh, would you look at that? That's pretty cool. Also, the hands come with the neck accessory and elbow joint replacements, but I either lost mine or never got them. But it's okay, you can always ask for a replacement part right here. The customer service here is impeccable, like dang. And here he is next to... I don't have any other Final Wars figures. I really want the Final Wars guy again, but Hetero will do. And finally, for the last one, we have the Revenge Turtle from Kujira Designs. I thought the Kyoto Gamera 3 head was a major upgrade from the original 2018 release, but still not quite there, a bit too long in the snout. Here we finally get the proper head proportions, and this is a really good head sculpt. Once again, Robo Lizard stuns with excellent eyes and those teeth paint. Oh my god. The mouth is also a movie accurate flesh tone, not too pink, not too red, and not whatever this color was meant to be. However, this one gave me the most issues. This connector piece doesn't fit the socket here, so I had to use the base one, which is about the same length, but the head sits incredibly loose on it, so I can't play with it. This is a shame because this is my second favorite head out of the bunch, and it looks like it was ripped right from the screen, like the Hyatt Toys Monsterverse Godzilla figure. I also think the connection from head to neck is very not good. It's too gappy. If Kujira Designs fixes the peg and the head to neck connection and just gives it some tender love and care, this could be one of the best head replacements out of any figures from both parties. Here he is next to Iris in his more screen accurate SH MonsterArts brethren. Can you tell I like Gamera? Looking at all of these is just so fulfilling, and yes, it's annoying to spend $100+ on a toy, then another near $80 for a custom sculpt and paint job, but in the end, it's kind of worth it. I love the SH MonsterArts line. It's my favorite toy line. When they make peak figures, they're breathtaking, but not everything they make is a winner. Sometimes they miss, and they miss pretty hard, and if there's a way to fix it, I think it's fair to do so. Again, it's just my belief that any figure over a certain price point should look as accurate as they can, from Batman to anime to Godzilla. If you're satisfied with base SH MonsterArts, that's fine. I mean, you paid the price, you deserve to enjoy your toy. Nobody should tell you otherwise. But if you're like me and you really want a suit accurate head and some accessories that should have been there to begin with, go to 154 Creations and Kujira Designs. And if you want someone who will do an incredible job painting them, why don't you hit up Robo Lizard on Instagram? I found him not only super easy to work with, especially since I was being super specific, but very patient and very kind. You will get results, and for a good price. Anyways, time to get back to a video review you probably won't watch, but it's been a long time coming. But don't worry though, like many times before, Godzilla will return. Thank you for watching.